to learn a quick way to access your subconscious without using tarot cards? This video is for you. I'll teach you how to use a pendulum to access your subconscious and get some quick guidance about how you should proceed with an issue. Hi everybody, I'm Sue Ellen Clayton. Welcome to my channel where we're learning how to read tarot one card at a time. In today's video, we are taking a quick break from tarot reading and I'll be teaching you how to use a pendulum. In tarot reading number 7, My Tardy Husband, I talked about using a pendulum to determine who each card represented. The video discusses a couple named Cody and Vivian and uses a 6-card spread to figure out why Cody was always late coming home from work. Each card showed one person and I used the pendulum to figure out whether that person represented Vivian or Cody. As far as I know, pendulums don't have any formal connection to the tarot world, except that it works the same way as tarot cards in that it is a way to access your subconscious mind or spirit. It is a tool that I've used for more than 20 years and use all the time in making decisions. I have pendulums stashed all over my house and even carry one in my purse. Using a pendulum is also known as dowsing, and you may be more familiar with that term. It's really simple to do, and all you need is a pendulum and a flat surface. You can buy commercial pendulums, and you can see some images on the screen. Basically, it is a weighted object on some kind of a chain. The object can be made of any type of material, but they tend to be crystals or metal. The object is suspended from a chain, string, or thread so that you can hang it freely. You don't have to buy anything either. You probably already have a necklace that would work, or you can tie a ring or other small object to a thread. In a pinch, I've been known to use my car keys, and you can see an image on the screen. This is a coiled plastic wristband and a key fob. Not exactly ideal, but it works. Now that you have a pendulum, the next step is to figure out how it works for you. You will determine this by asking questions and seeing how the pendulum responds. There are 3 responses: yes, no, and I don't know. You need to think of questions that have a very clear, unambiguous response, such as, what is the name of the country that I live in? What is the name of my pet? How old am I? That kind of thing. And then we're going to ask a question and see what happens. So here we go. So hopefully I'm holding up my pendulum where you can see it. And I'm going to ask the question, do I live in the United States? Pendulum, do I live in the United States? This is really hard to see the way my camera is positioned, but it is going back and forth. So it's going back and forth to and from my body. Okay, so I'm going to stop it. Pendulum, is my first name Lisa? Okay, hopefully you can see it is moving from side to side, so it's going in an east-west direction. So I'm going to stop it. And then ask a question that you don't have an answer for. So here's my question. Is Joe Biden going to win the 2024 election? Holding it up. And hopefully you can see that it's spinning around in a circle. And that means that it doesn't know the answer. Okay, so I'm going to stop it. I'm going to test it with some more questions. Pendulum, do I live in the state of New York? And hopefully you can see that the pendulum is going back and forth, so forward and away from my body. And that is a yes. Okay, and I'm going to ask, pendulum, was I born in the month of January? And the pendulum is swinging back and forth, so it's kind of in an east-west direction, and that means no. All right. All right, and then I'm going to ask a final question. Pendulum, will the Dow Jones stock market hit 40,000 by June 30th, 2024? And it's swinging around. It's in a circle. It doesn't know. Now, I need to tell you that you might get a different response, which is why you need to test it. So your yes might be back and forth, or it might be a circle. Some people have yes be clockwise and no be counterclockwise, or vice versa. So test it for yourself. Then make a little map and you can see mine on the screen. Hold the pendulum on the intersection and ask a question. For example, do I have 2 children? And I get a yes. Do I own a cat? And I get a no. Will I get a tax refund in 2025? And I get an I don't know. So that's it. If you want to get fancy, you can purchase a pendulum board, and you can see an image on the screen. These function much like Ouija boards if you've ever used one. You start off with your pendulum in the center and ask a question such as, in what month will my promotion come through? And if there is an answer, the pendulum will point to that month. You can also ask it to spell out a name or give some kind of numerical answer. I actually have one of these, but I've never used it. But it's definitely an option if you are interested in becoming a more advanced pendulum user. I hope this video gave you some ideas that you can apply to your tarot practice and your life in general. Leave a comment if you'd like to share your thoughts on this video or whether you've ever used a pendulum. And if you're not already a subscriber, I'd love to have you subscribe to this channel so that you don't miss anything. And I'll see you next time.